This chart's looking at the right and left hands. The upper part is for classical guitar, fingers only. Now, steel string players use their fingers also, and so do jazz and rock players. Down here, this part is for modern guitar, anyone using a pick. Most rock and rollers will use a pick, but a lot of them do use their fingers. The left hand of the top row, over here. Traditional notation, the thumb is T of the left hand. The first finger is index, second finger is the middle finger, and ring is the third finger, and the little finger is 4. And those numbers are appearing to the side of the notes here. Those are finger numbers. In the right hand, in Spanish, the P is pulgar, it means thumb. The I is indice, it's the index. The M is medio, for middle. A is annular, for ring. Meñique is the little finger, but not notated. Now, if anybody really speaks Spanish, my dialect is weak at best. And believe it or not, classical and flamenco players do use their fourth finger. They just don't really say it. So when we see this down here, we see this P, I, M, P, I. This is all telling you what fingers to use when you play this piece in the right hand. Then the numbers to the left of the notes are telling you the suggested fingerings. If you learn to read notation, this is a much more exacting process. Tablature is a bit lackluster on a few things. But the right and left hands are just absolutely concrete in stone as to what to use. This part over here, the strum, and whether it's a pick or your fingers, is this little squiggly line to the left of it, and that's what a strum looks like. Let's take a look down here. This is for modern guitar. The left hand is exactly the same. T for thumb, 1 for the index, 2 for the middle, 3 for the ring, and 4 for the little finger. And we will see those numbers again next to the notes as before. The difference being is the right hand with the pick. The P stands for pick, duh. The 2 is the middle finger, 3 is the ring finger, and 4 is the little finger. When I play with my guitar pick, I incorporate my fourth finger always when I play. In the right hand with the pick, this over here, this is called an articulation marking. That means a downstroke. We could also use an arrow. I will sometimes use arrows, and instead of an arrowhead, it will have an X for a mute. This articulation marking is an upstroke. It's a volume indicator that's going from the bottom louder as it goes up. That's an upstroke, and we can use an arrow. And I can put an X on the end instead of an arrowhead to indicate a mute also. Briefly, that's about all it really tells you. Let's, real quick, just listen to this so you hear this. It's not anything particularly fancy. I just want you to hear how this sounds.